Well, you know, it's every 24 hours things change. You know, one day you start on the top, 24 hours later you're on the bottom. It's not that here in Stockton. I don't mean to make it that kind of a drastic change, but our roster is different than it was in the first half, certainly. The starting rotation has taken a major hit in terms of personnel, as has the bullpen. We're experiencing some physical problems. Blanco is out of the lineup with a bad wrist. Merrill is back in Arizona rehabbing an elbow. So there are things that have certainly impacted the roster on the ball club and the personnel. So that's the first thing that's really changed from the first half to the second half. We're still playing every day. What we have to do is create an environment that allows the players to feel positive and come to every game and every day with an expectation of winning regardless of what the situation may be. That's life. You have to overcome adversity. One man's ceiling is another man's floor. That's what Paul Simon said. So when some guy goes up, you go up. And it gives you an opportunity to show what you can do. And that's pretty much the case with the position players and the bullpen. Because the guys that were here in the first half that were pitching important innings late in the game are gone now. So those other fellas now have a chance to fill that void. And so whatever the results are, the opportunity to get better and a chance to develop your skills is part and parcel of the equation here in the minor leagues. So that's kind of the state of the union here for the Stockton Ports as we being here tonight. Well, I hope that the focus really isn't different. I hope that the players are coming out with the same intent, the same commitment, the same passion every day to improve their game, knowing that if individually we improve, then as a whole we'll probably improve as well. So I don't think the focus changes at all. The roles may change, and that may create a little different dynamic or a different responsibility or maybe a different pressure. But as far as how we approach each and every day, that shouldn't really change much. Well, you know, there's a few guys that we could mention. Certainly Jonah Heim. He's the rudder of the ship. He's our catcher. You know, he leads the team defensively, and he is a huge contributor offensively as well. So he's been solid from day one. Certainly Nate Mondu, our second baseman, who's been called to extra duty to play left field because we've been limited in the outfield with only 2 position players who are classified as outfielders. He's done a nice job there. Continues to hit, continues to bring intangibles to the game every day. And the real bright surprise has been Braylon Perez, a kid who began the year as going to be the utility guy, the backup infielder, utility, possibly outfielder if necessary. And when thrown into the action, carpe diem, seized the moment, took advantage of his opportunity, and hasn't let up since. So for him to come in there and play short, play second, play third, and hit at the top of the lineup and put up the kind of numbers that he's put up, it's really been a godsend for us. So those 3 guys really kind of stand out in terms of contributions from day one through the current game tonight. I think those 3 guys are the guys that stick out most for me. I'd have to say, pitching-wise, certainly with the loss of Logan Shore, Luzardo, Parker Dunshee, and Brian Howard, and Miguel Romero, that's a whole different staff that we have now. But Matt Milburn certainly has been the bright spot in the rotation since then. I forget 23 consecutive innings without giving up a run. So the only complete game in it was a shutout in the California League this year. So he's certainly picked up his end of the bargain and carried the ball forward for us. So those guys come to mind when you say who's been there pretty much every day and who continues to contribute. All you can really ask of a player every day is to come and give your best effort mentally and physically to be prepared to play your best baseball. The results will take care of themselves. I don't think anybody's putting any undue pressure on any of these guys to do more than they're capable of doing. When a player feels that kind of pressure, I think that's when he really is unable to perform. So keep them relaxed, keep them loose, keep them focused, make it enjoyable, and give them an opportunity to go out there and do what they love to do and see if they can rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, Jesus was here to begin the year for 3 starts, and Murph was here most of the first half last year.
Right.
And they both showed in their time here in Stockton that they were quality players with high upsides, high ceilings, and a lot of potential. Given the opportunity to step up to the AA level, they've continued to perform at the same level or maybe even better than they did here. So they're being rewarded with a tremendous opportunity to play in the Futures game during the All-Star break. I'm sure it's a thrill for both of them. It's been a pleasure to have them on our team as a manager, and wish them the best as they go forward. Future big leaguers for sure.